The silly cat and the naughty seabird. Once upon a time, in a small harbor town, there lived a silly cat named Momo. Momo was striped, fluffy, and had a habit of chasing his own tail until he tumbled into flower pots. Everyone in the town adored him, though they often shook their heads at his clumsy antics. Down by the shore lived a naughty seabird named Tico. Tico was a clever gull with bright white feathers and a mischievous eye. He loved swooping over the fishermen's boats, stealing scraps of fish, and laughing with a sharp caw whenever someone shook their fist at him. One sunny morning, Momo wandered to the docks, dreaming of a tasty fish breakfast. Just as he peeked into a fisherman's bucket, whoosh! Tico swooped down and snatched a fish right from under his nose. "Hey!" meowed Momo, tumbling backward into a coil of rope. "That was mine! It was everyone's!" squawked Tico cheekily, balancing on a post and waving the fish in his beak. From that day on, Momo decided he would outsmart the naughty seabird. Every morning, he set traps, a line of fish leading to an empty box, a shiny lure dangling from a bucket, even a pile of seaweed shaped like a fisherman. But no matter what, Tico always spotted the trick and swooped away, cawing with laughter while Momo got himself stuck in the box, tangled in the rope, or splashed by a wave. Yet one afternoon, the tide rose higher than usual. Tico, too busy stealing a fisherman's lunch, didn't notice the water creeping up around the dock. His wings got wet and heavy, and suddenly he found himself flapping helplessly. Momo, silly though he was, saw what was happening. Without thinking twice, he scampered down, grabbed hold of Tico's wing, and pulled with all his might. With one big splash and a lot of meowing, he dragged the seabird onto the dry planks. Tico blinked at him in surprise. "You saved me?" Momo shook the seawater from his whiskers and said, "Well, you may be naughty, but you're still my friend." From then on, Tico still played tricks. He couldn't help himself, but he always shared his fish with Momo. And Momo, though still tumbling into buckets and chasing his tail, was never lonely at the harbor again. And if you visit that town today, you just might see a silly striped cat and a naughty seabird sitting side by side on the dock, watching the sunset and plotting their next adventure.
Thank you for joining me in this touching tale. If you enjoyed this story, please consider following or subscribing for more uplifting content. Your support means the world.